Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Thank you for your lovely feedback on the joint reading yesterday that I did with Dr. Vicky Skirbo. It was a wonderful thing for me to do and to do that joint reading with her, and I think that, you know, it was a way of looking at the big picture, because there's a lot I guess to fear or to scare us. So I've had requests from people to look at the lawsuit to the SCOTUS, signed on by 106 what I would call traitors to your constitution. 106 people in Congress, in the House of Representatives. And I've had requests to see if that will be successful. But first, I think we need some medicine cards. I think we need to see things, to step back and see things from the bigger picture. So let's see what Spirit has to tell us about the energies that are so destructive, running underneath this, trying to overturn the election. What is it that we need to know? What is the lesson? What is the healing that is needed here, please? What is the energy that we need to most see or be aware of? Thank you. Okay, so we have deflection. That's interesting. Deflection and bells as well. So what I'm feeling with this is that there is, while ever this, we know that the legal scholars say no, it's likely that the SCOTUS won't even hear it. It doesn't have a leg to stand on. States don't have rights over other states. It's not in the Constitution. And it is just another frivolous, I guess, action that is damaging the US democracy. However, with this deflection card, I'm feeling quite strongly there are other things that are going on while we've got our public attention on this that perhaps we're not aware of. There was a brokering of peace between Morocco and Israel by the Trump administration, and surprise, surprise, just like the United Arab Emirates, Morocco is now, Trump is seeking to sell arms to Morocco. So I think this foreign policy, this shadow foreign policy that he is working, I do feel that this election, I guess, chaos that he's whipping up could be a deflection against something a little bit more serious. Shapeshifter and perspective. This is a good one to go with this card. First of all, we need to get the proper perspective on this, which is not to give in to the fear. There is no legal basis for this Texas lawsuit to the SCOTUS, and SCOTUS has already ruled they don't have a role in the election, so it's likely to be unsuccessful. The fact that 106 representatives in the House signed on to it just shows you how deep this, what I would call seditious-like behaviour, actually runs. And no one is pulling Donald Trump up, so he will push it and take it as far as he can. I also think that this is part of the plan that he's had all along. It is a plan that will fail because it is simply not legal. So the shapeshifter, this is Trump up to his old tricks. This is, we look one way, and while we're looking that way, something else is going on. It's burning the house down before he leaves. Now, I asked for healing, and the message here is to sit in emotional healing energies, not so much this energy here of anger, of bitterness, but to really take your mind off it if you can. And I know some of you are very, very good at that. You've learnt the lesson. You don't focus in on it. Joe Biden has a wonderful legal team. He has the Constitution on his side. The SCOTUS has already ruled. They don't have a role in the election, and that's, states, of course, have their own arrangements, and it's not for them to interfere. Now, we know in this, as I said, that other states have no constitutional right to interfere in other states' electoral processes. So, it doesn't matter which scholar you go to, which lawyer, which attorney you go to, they are all saying the same thing: this will not succeed. But this deflection and shape-shifting perspective energy that I'm feeling is, what else is going on? What else aren't we seeing while we're so focused on this? Now I asked for healing messages, and here we have immersing yourself in those really healing emotions, positive emotions. Joe Biden and Harris will be, they are duly elected, legally elected. How much longer do we need to worry about Trump? Not much longer. And if you've got crystals, do that healing energy as well. With your crystals, put on some obsidian, to try and block out the negativity that you might be seeing or hearing on social media, or stay away from it. Okay, so the healing energies. Move away from fear and into healing energies. There's a lot to be thankful for. Don't give in to the fear. And if you're like me and you want to really know what's going on, have a look at the stories that aren't being covered. Have a look at the stories buried away somewhere else, because he is trying to deflect at this time. All right, he's not going to be there for much longer, but let's ask the question. First of all, will the SCOTUS hear this Texan lawsuit? Will the SCOTUS hear it? This Texan election and the 106 congressmen and women that signed on to this. Is SCOTUS even going to hear it? I'm hearing no. But let's get some more clarity. Is SCOTUS going to even hear this Texas election lawsuit? Okay. So we've got the Daughter of Cups. Now, the Daughter of Cups is equivalent to, I think it's the Page of Cups, although in this deck it could even be the Queen. This is healing energy. This is that healing card, immersion, that we need to be mindful of. And it's also about caring for yourself. So it's interesting. Now, the challenge here is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a spider web that we may, that may have been spun around us, and that we might feel that we're still in. But let's keep going. We've got the Chariot as the foundation of the reading. To me, this screams freedom. To me, this screams breaking out of that which is holding you back, and really moving forward in a new direction. That is the Chariot. That is the foundation of the reading. And we've got Temperance. We've already got the healing that has started. So these cards, in response to this question, are very much in keeping with the cards that I've been pulling in the last couple of weeks. What's crowning this reading is Joe Biden. It's the Father of Cups. It's the King of Cups. So we have this water energy that is coming through here, moving away from the deflection and the shape-shifting to gain perspective through that healing of the emotions. Quite interesting cards that we would pull in response to this question. The immediate future is we have a new start. We have fire and water energy. There is no reason that I can see to be fearful of this latest. It is just frivolous cases that have no legal standing whatsoever. The Knight of Wands, so in the here and now. So, there's much to be looking forward to. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So, again, in the environment around, so the Son of Wands can also be a plan, And this is all about protecting Trump. Again, it's the money that we should be, we should be focused on what he's doing. This deflection, because I feel that there is a plan here to make us, and I'm just going to be forthright. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I'm just going to say what I see in the cards. This is all part of Trump's plan to make money. Now, we've got the Emperor in the hopes and fears. Of course, everybody is going to be fearful, but this is also taking control for yourself as well. Now, we have the Hanged Man. Now, I asked if the SCOTUS would hear, and it's given me a lot of energies in the lead up to this. The Hanged Man is that it stalls, it stops. Let's see what is clarifying. Now, we've got manifestation energy. The Magician has everything at his disposal, his or her disposal. And we have the Two of Pentacles. This is manipulation, but the outcome card is the Hanged Man, which tells me it stalls or it stops. So the other aspect of the Hanged Man is it's a maybe. So I'm just going to now read on whether it will be successful. So my literal interpretation is that I think the Supreme Court will refuse to hear it. But just to make doubly sure, there's a lot of manipulation going on. And remember, these last weeks in office for the criminal Trump is about how he can shore up his finances. And remember the deflection and shape shifter card. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've seen the Hangman, which to me says it will stall, it will stop, it won't get any further, which to me says the Supreme Court will not even hear it. But to be sure, let's have a look. Will the Texas lawsuit and the 106 Congress people trying to deny a fair election, trying to overturn the election results, when it goes to SCOTUS, will it be successful? Will it be successful? I'm just getting somebody laughing at me. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles, is a no card. There's a lot of insecurity here. Spirit's got a sense of humour. The Son of Swords, it's the truth. So their insecurity, again, trying to hold on for dear life, is challenged by the Knight of Swords, which is a harsh truth coming through to them. The foundation of the reading is Four of Cups. Now they are disappointed, and there's also in this particular deck a rat-like cunning here to try and overturn their disappointment. In the past we have the Two of Pentacles. To me this screams walking a tightrope and trying to manipulate something in your own interests. The Four of Swords crowning this reading is a retreat. It can't be much clearer than that. This is wounded, in some cases mortally and fatally, they mean the same thing, in battle. It's retreat. Now, in the immediate future, we have the Seven of Cups. And again, this is this illusion and delusion that, again, the cult is labouring under. This is also, to me, has an energy of the solar eclipse as well. So I'm going to ask about the electors in a minute. So I'm seeing a no. The Son of Cups. So this is the Knight of Cups, an offer, and the Son of Pentacles. So money, of course, always turns up in Trump's reading. However, the Son of Pentacles is something new starting, the Knight of Pentacles in the environment around. To me, what this says is that Trump actually believes that those that he's seated on the Supreme Court will do his bidding. and I don't think they will. Now, the hope and the fears, of course, is loss and betrayal on both sides. Now, we have hope and healing as the outcome, and we have after the Tower. So this is pretty clear, and we've got justice coming. So I feel, what's at the base of the pack? We've got the Two of Cups coming together, and we have the Six of Wands. So, and the Five of Swords. So trying to get victory through an abuse of power. So, and really, you know, getting people to join on. This is also people trying to curry his favour as well by joining up to his lawsuit. I do feel money could have even changed hands. So there's a healing coming as after a Tower moment, and justice is coming. My first reading was the correct reading. I don't think they're going to even hear it. There's no legal basis for them to hear it, and as a result, that's going to bring in some healing, because the Tower moment, we're in the Tower moment, but justice will prevail. Show me this Star card, please. Healing, this healing energy coming through post the Tower. Will the Texas lawsuit be successful? You know, the Page of Swords is the spy in the camp, and it's pretty clear what is going on here. In a way, doing what this is, with them going this far, it seems that there will be a healing. Yeah, okay, so going back to the past, and we've got the celebration, Three of Cups here, and the Queen of Swords keeps coming through. I think the Supreme Court will follow its obviously follow its legal mandate. At the base of the pack, we've got really white. Here we've got Trump. We have the Devil card, and we have really waiting for him to be gone. I've always thought that the Supreme Court would play a role in this electoral processes. I said one of my predictions was the election result before the election would go to the Supreme Court. It already has. Pennsylvania, they didn't hear it. It's going to be the same outcome this time. I feel they're not going to hear the suit. There's no legal basis for it, and I think they're just going to bat it away. Okay, and they're not going to be willing to overturn. If you think about, how many courts, how many times, 50-something times Trump's lost in court. All these lower courts, Republican, Democratic judges, they're not going to overturn those results, nor the results of the Supreme Court of the states that they're trying to challenge. So I don't even think the Supreme Court is going to hear that. And once this is all put to bed, there is a healing coming post-Tower moment. So let's have a look at the next milestone, and that would be the Electoral College vote on the 14th, which is Monday. Okay, so are the electors going to be faithful? Are the electors going to be faithful? Are the electors going to be faithful? Before I go any further, I do feel that the Supreme Court will be quick in their determination, and that decision will come down very quickly. They're not going to drag it out. So it will be a bit like the Pennsylvania case. It will be, no, they're not going to hear it. That's my prediction. Okay, so are the electors, the state electors, are they going to be faithful to the majority vote in all their states? Are the electors going to be faithful and sign off on Biden win? I'm feeling they will. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got the Father of Wands, the King of Wands. This is leadership, this is bravery, this is stepping forward. We needn't assume that every single Republican would be prepared to overturn a electoral result, but we've got the High Priestess here, which always comes up. So leadership is being challenged by secrets. Wherever this comes up, I feel, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to contact these electors? Is he trying to, bribe them? Does he have secrets on them? But the main card here is that they will step forward and do what they're supposed to do. The Son of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a reliability energy here. Somebody that steps forward methodically and reliably. We have the Star card. This could even be the Supreme Court decision coming down before even though the Electoral College votes. But it's either way, it is a card of healing and staying positive. We have the Son of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, crowning this reading. They could have been offered something. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles showing up here. Review is in the immediate future. We have the Daughter of Pentacles. Again, I feel that they've been offered something. There's just so much lawlessness here. The Son of Wands, a plan, a new start. To me, there's a new start coming. Now, in the hopes and fears is the Seven of Swords, which is lies and deceit. But it is in the hopes and fears position. Cunning as a fox. There is skullduggery going on here. But the Three of Pentacles, they will come together and they will ratify their decision, I feel. The Three of Pentacles working together to build something, and we've got new starts as the clarifying card. So I think they're going to be faithful. And the Two of Wands, of course, be patient because we've got this new start coming. And I keep getting twos, which take me back to unity. And the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, Jupiter energy. And we have the Ten of Swords, which is complete and utter downfall for Trump after December the 14th. And the Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords, makes an appearance. I do feel, with that Queen of Swords, I feel he's going to be prosecuted for what he's done. I feel that there is going to be legal action taken to deter anybody in future from doing this. I think that is why I'm seeing that Queen of Swords. Now, I did a reading a little while ago which showed that if Sally Yates doesn't get the AG's position, she might get her old position back as the Deputy AG. And I think she's going to be given the job of examining what laws might have been broken. That's my feeling. She has a role to play in the coming administration at a very high level. Okay, so let's see, will there be legal consequences for all who have participated in this most shameful trying to overturn the election result in the US? Will there be consequences, legal consequences? Will there be legal consequences? I'm seeing Trump complete and utter downfall. It's actually the Ten of Swords with him in it. Will there be legal consequences for those that have participated in trying to overturn this election? Yes, and there's lots of it. So we've got manipulation, but also the Two of Pentacles. They have to make decisions because stability is at hand here. So it's going to be difficult for them to do it straight up. But I've always seen there's a timing here as for when they do go in and start their investigations. So letting the dust settle and then starting. So we have the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely, there is going to be investigation there. The Mother of Wands. We've got so many females. Again, I think Kamala Harris is keeping her powder dry as well. She might even get involved in these legal investigations. The Two of Cups. Who did deals and why? The Two of Cups. We've got the Death card, and we've got something coming to an end. So this will die down once yes, there is abuse of power, and there will be right up until he leaves the White House. However, there's a lot that he's doing while we're looking at these frivolous lawsuits. There's a lot he's doing that we're not seeing. The Nine of Swords. So we've got anxiety here. A death, anxiety. This is the pandemic. They can't rush in straight away. But the question was, will these people be prosecuted? Will they come to any sort of be in legal jeopardy? Now we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. The country is so divided and it's so volatile at this time that until Trump leaves and is out of the picture, this is their strategy, then justice starts to occur. The hope is that there will be a new start. This is where they're at in their thinking. And we have the Tower card. Now, yes, there is going to be consequences. There absolutely is going to be consequences. Now, that appeared in the Supreme Court reading as well. My feeling with this Death card and the Tower card, that whatever the Supreme Court does, it takes its own, it has its own way of putting to bed what has been going on. And we've got the Eight of Wands, and it's coming, something's coming very quickly on those that have perpetuated this chaos, trying to overturn a democratic election, and endings and beginnings. The Supreme Court here is going to bring something to an end very quickly. The electors will be faithful, although I do see some scurrilous activity behind the scenes there. However, for those that challenged the election, for those that participated in these, what people have called seditious activities, the Tower is coming for them, and it's going to come quickly. I don't see anything happening till he leaves, until Biden is inaugurated. But you can bet on it. You can take a bet on it that they will investigate and prosecute anyone who has broken the law with this. Now, I want to finish on, I watched an interview with one of the Watergate lawyers, attorneys, or involved in the Watergate prosecutions or the Watergate scandal inquiry commission. And he was saying that he believes that this was a plan by Trump all along, which was why he said part of the basis of the Texas brief is that Trump was ahead on election night, and then suddenly the next day he wasn't in these swing states. However, it was Trump himself that said that no ballots could be counted until the day after. Now, this attorney is saying this now appears to be part of a racketeering type activity by Trump. So let's have a look. Was this the plan all along? And is this, let's call it racketeering by Trump? So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, yes, and it was again to keep him in power, and it's also this money here as well. So racketeering is associated with money. So that's an interesting card to pull. And we have the Hermit. He's going to be investigated, absolutely, for this. Absolutely. And we have the Ten of Cups, which is the voter. They have to do it. And the Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So there is, somebody could be appointed to look at this, what laws may have been broken in them trying to overturn the election. It's almost like a special counsel, someone with a particular skill. And there will be that investigation and review. And we've got the Chariot. It's going to be strong. It's going to be hard. And it's, you know, if I was looking at Trump now, I'd say they're coming for you. They absolutely are, because we have the Five of Pentacles loss here, and the Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, that was the Seven of Pentacles, which of course is review. So it's just got review, review, review. And here's our Eight of Pentacles, someone with skill. And we've got this Tower moment that keeps cropping up again in relation to Trump. So again, I just keep getting the message from Spirit that none of these lawsuits will be successful, including this latest one. The electors will ultimately vote the way they should and ratify the election results, but there is scurrilous activity going on below the surface with these electors already. No one should be surprised about that. Now, the Supreme Court in some way is going to play a decisive role in putting this to bed permanently. Okay, so watch for that. So no need to be fearful. Remember the messages from Spirit. Immerse yourself in healing positive energies and stay away from the fear. There are some wonderful lawyers in the Biden-Harris administration or campaign, and they are doing all of this work. I think Mark Elias is one of them. He's on Twitter if you want to give him a shout out if you are on Twitter. They've been doing wonderful work, and the law stands and the courts hold. The courts hold. In fact, I did a reading some time ago, maybe 2 years ago, on will the Republic fail or fall, and at the ultimate outcome of that reading was that it comes down to the courts. When everything else has failed, it comes down to the courts, and the courts hold. There you go, which means the rule of law holds, ultimately. Thank you.